Good first hour, live from 20th Century Lanes. Lineman Explosion standout Bryant Austin coming up. We're here till noon on Sports Radio 93.1 The Fan. Let's switch to the Lima Explosion, and they're in action this Sunday. And the Explosion will be at the Elida Fieldhouse, 3 o'clock matchup versus their nemesis. It's been their nemesis, the Chicago's team. They're just really good. And let's bring in one of the standout players for the Lima Explosion. Here he is, Bryant Austin, everybody. Hi, Bryant.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah. What time you wake up in the morning? You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Been up for a while, probably since 7.
7? What have you been doing since 7?
Well, I was supposed to get in the Y this morning, but that didn't work out too well. I was supposed to get in the gym, but they had some games going on in there, so.
Oh, sorry to hear that. But the good news is you guys are having a heck of a year, the Lima Explosion, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Real good year. Real good year.
Has it been what you expected? Has it been better? Has it been worse? Take me through. You sign up with the and get picked to be on the Explosion team. What's it been like for you?
You know what? I expected for it to be a rough year from what I've heard about the ABA. So it's been a great year from what I expected. I never expected to come in and be ranked in the top 65 in the nation, so I think it's turned out pretty good.
Competition been good? Has that been what you expected, the quality?
Yeah, the competition's been great, like you said, and, we've faced our nemesis. The only team that's really beat us this year. They got guys in the NBA, guys that played at the top levels, so the competition's been there.
Yeah, who's been the toughest player you've had to face?
Toughest player?
Has it Sam Mack?
Been some really tough guys. Sam Mack's good, seeing that he played in the NBA for 10-plus years. But pretty much every night we see a guy, who can put the ball in the hole. So that's just the ABA.
Absolutely. Now, take me back to how you got to Lima.
Man, it's been a journey. Played in a couple different colleges. Started out at Notre Dame College, Cleveland.
Up in Cleveland?
Yes, sir. Transferred to Columbus State. Then from there, ended up at Indiana Tech, where I got my degree. After that, I traveled around, going on some NBA D-League teams. That didn't work out for me. Tried to play overseas a couple times. So after that, I ended up coming back home and hooking up with Coach Quincy Simpson, and that's why I'm here now.
And you got a couple of Indiana Tech teammates that joined you, right?
Yes, sir. James Hicks and Clyde McKinney. I actually played with Clyde McKinney my junior year at Indiana Tech, and I coached James Hicks after my senior year at Indiana Tech.
Make it easier for the transition coming to a new town?
Makes it a lot easier. You got some guys you can depend on before you actually get to know the other guys.
Sports Talk with Koza with Bryant Austin, who's having a big year. The Lima Explosion having a big year as well. They're home for the Chicago Steam, Elida Fieldhouse, tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock. Jamar Butler practiced last night. The hope is that he can play, but how effective he will be. How important is Jamar to your team?
Jamar is very important. Man, I've been asking him every other week how his knee's doing. He brings a lot to our team, especially his knowledge of the game. He's been to some places where a lot of us have never been, some levels that a lot of us are trying to go. So he makes it easier for everybody on the floor, especially myself.
Yeah, 10-3 you guys are. Is it all three? You lost at least to this team twice, right?
Yes, sir. Lost to them twice.
So what do you need to do to I know outscore them, but I was just waiting for that answer. But what do you need to beat them?
Well, the biggest emphasis that we need to do is just to get out to a good start. First 2 games we played against them, they kind of beat us up in the first 1 to 2 minutes of the game, got down to a poor lead. So if we get off to a great start, I know for sure that we can beat them because they can't run with us for 4 quarters.
Yeah, and how has it been as far as the home crowds cheering on the explosion at the Elida Fieldhouse?
The home crowds have been great. Real, they almost got us through the win the last game, so I'm sure this weekend the crowd will definitely get us through a tight game. So.
Well, great talking to you. What do you do when you're not playing with the Lima Explosion?
Yeah, when I'm not playing, I'm just in the gym every day. I'm a gym rat, so other than that, if I'm not in the gym, I'm probably at the house with a couple teammates going over film. So that's my life.
I was just didn't know, the salary, if that could make you hang, like being able to sustain on that salary with the Lima Explosion.
Yeah. It's rough. I mean, it's rough for a lot of people, not just this job in the economy right now, but
sure.
I have goals to play overseas, like I said last year. I had goals to play at a higher level. I love these guys, but that's already been a goal of mine to play.
This is a stepping stone, then. That's what you're looking at, stepping stone?
Yeah, it's a stepping stone, and I'm thankful for this stepping stone, but, I still have my goal.
All right, man. Good luck on Sunday. Rooting for you guys against the Chicago Steam.
Thank you. We're going to need it.
All right, Bryant Austin, everybody. Lima Explosion, Chicago Steam, 3 o'clock on Sunday at the Elida.